And yes, I do have a new, I do have a new keyboard. It is the exact same one. Because I like that old keyboard. So, fun fact, well, I would have had to anyway, because I'm pretty sure I tossed it. I don't know why. I tossed the original box for the keyboard, the old keyboard. The original keyboard actually did come with, that I had, actually did come with a, it came with extra switches and a device to remove the switches on it. But I think I threw that out because I don't have the box anymore. And the reason why I know that is because when I ordered the exact same one and it came in the mail, it had the extra switches with it. Technically, I could have used those switches to replace the old one, but the old one was so, like, dusty and, like, dirty anyway. I might as well just use the new one. Good news is, if that ever happens again, I can just replace the switch rather than buy a new one. It's not that expensive for a mechanical keyboard, but it works wonders, so... Like, it's a really good mechanical keyboard for the price, and it's small. Doesn't have all the extra bells and whistles that I never use. Okay, so now I have a D key that actually works. This is the map, I believe, that has the super shotgun on it. There is a free game. Oh, yeah, that's free? I did hear about that because I saw it on Reddit. Hold on. I didn't know that was free. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. At some point. It's probably not very long, especially if it's free. But add to library. You can buy the soundtrack for $10? Longest I see somebody have on a record playing this is 5.6 hours? Longest is some people beat it in 4, others only been playing it for like 1 or 2 hours. It seems very short, which makes perfect sense because it's free. Oh yeah, I did already hit that. That brought this up further, but I still can't get that yet. The funny thing is, I remember pointing this out before, but it seems to me now, it seems like the imps are the same height that they are in Doom 64. Like, I really don't know how the devs did this, but it doesn't feel like the scaling is, because the scaling is different between PlayStation Doom and Doom 64. In terms of the height that you are, as well as the height of the enemies. The enemies, I think, generally seem to be, like, taller and bigger. I don't know if they're doing, like, some weird voodoo magic, but, they seem like their height from Doom 64. I never really thought about that until now. Or maybe I did and I just don't remember. Okay, I think I can get the red key now. Not that way. I still haven't decided yet if the next thing I want to do is, Cyberpunk very hard, or... I'm actually kind of leaning towards, indie retro shooters for at least a month. That I have. Because I have a huge back catalog of those that I've been meaning to get to, and I always get distracted. How did he see me? Okay, I got them all. I feel like I handled this part way worse the first time I played it. I'll save that, because I don't think I'm gonna... I haven't found any of the secrets yet. I remember this one. It's not a one-time thing, but it is like a timed it is timed, I think. Maybe I could be remembering wrong. Maybe it wasn't this part. Okay, there is definitely something there. secret exit? I don't remember there... Is this how you get Club Doom? Maybe this is also how you get the Super Shotgun. Because I didn't exactly remember. I knew the Super Shotgun was in the first Doom with, And I looked it up because I wasn't sure if you got it early or if you got it later into the Doom 1 campaign. But I think you actually do get the Super Shotgun. I think you get it from Club Doom. I'm gonna take it. And I think this is where that is. No, it says the marshes. At 57. I'm gonna get the last two secrets. And then I'll come back here and take that exit again. I do have it. I have to be much more careful on this difficulty, because holy hell, they were unleashing hell on me. So that went really well, and then I used explosives. And when I use explosives, bad stuff happens. Mostly to me. So we're gonna use explosives again. That time it wasn't because of me. I don't know if I mentioned it the last time I was on this, probably because I was too distracted by my keyboard. The sky looks awesome here. Granted, this is the, this is the enhancement that I put on, but it looks particularly good. I highly recommend putting the enhanced skybox on. Oh, this is that's a Nightmare Spectre. It's just, this is a normal teleport. How would I go about getting that? Seems like there's kind of a wraparound. Or maybe that's what the teleport's for. Maybe not. Only one way to find out, though. It's not. Oh. Oh, this is the normal exit. I love how there was one hiding in the corner. Two hiding in the corner. No, I'm finding all the secrets on this level just to be 100% certain that whether the super shotgun is here or in the secret level that it leads to. Every enemy is defeated. I found 2 out of the 3 secrets as well. I don't know where the third one is. I have a feeling it's that Megasphere, so I think the Super Shotgun is probably in the level that... the secret level. That leads to this. Or that's led from here. It came out from that way. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, I collected that already. Where would it be on the map, then? Hang on, there's another teleport there, though. Was that just to go back? I think that's probably just to go back, but... Oh, no, wait, yeah, right. You come in from there. Yeah, and then going back leads you here. Now, it would be nice to get that. Megasphere, because I would have 200 health then. I am all but certain that's the third secret, though. Fake out Megasphere. I mean, there's also health bonuses up there. And hey, Kinnikos. I don't know if I got that the last time I was here. I'm pretty sure I've been in this portal. Yeah, it just leads here, that's why. Oh. You're actually right, it is a fake out Megasphere. Because I just got all the secrets. Alright, so the super shotgun's not here, it's most likely in the secret level. Because I literally have everything now. Which I am nowhere near it at the moment. Not really that necessary to get it, it's just fun to get. Because it's the super shotgun in Doom 1. Outside of mods, you don't really see... I mean, technically this is a mod, but OG PlayStation Doom also is in... That's where it is. Oh. Oh yeah, now I remember, it is in this level. I'm pretty, yeah, I'm 90% sure now. I remember this level layout. I forgot you fight a cyber demon here. I don't remember if killing him ends the level or not. Actually, no, I don't think it does, because I think they got rid of the, instant wins. Well, not instant wins, but, like, you know what I mean. I hope. Meaning that you exit the level when you kill the boss. as opposed to hitting a switch, but I'm pretty sure they removed those in PlayStation Doom. And I don't think C added them back in. Holy shit, he fires fast. Oh. Right, that's how you get there conventionally. Oh god. Actually, no, I don't want to get that. Man, with the goggles, everything actually looks really cool. It's like really neon. So is this just a trap? He stopped moving. What? I've never seen that before. He just stopped moving. Well, I've probably seen it before. Currently struggling to kill the Cyber Demon in 2016. It also depends on what difficulty you're playing it on. Well, actually, it doesn't really change his AI at all, but just how many mistakes you can make. Alright, I'm gonna kill this bitch and see if it ends the level, because he's getting annoying. You gotta be nearly dead by now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I had a feeling he didn't end the level. I probably have to kill him because he might open something up, I don't know. That's just the trap, I know that much. There's no secrets in this level. I think I missed the super shotgun. Yeah, I missed the super shotgun. Oh well. Not like we won't ever see it. I don't know where it would be. Like, I know it's in map 29, but I wasn't sure if it was in map 29 or if it was here. But we got all the secrets. Wait. Oh, here it is. I didn't miss it. This also looks like it was kind of condensed a little. Threshold of pain. Glad I decided to look one last time. You easily forget how brutal the pinkies become on the highest difficulty. Well, technically not the highest difficulty. Even though hardcore is a step below this, it's technically harder than this. This is harder than UV, though. Which is also interesting because I'm pretty sure I was struggling a lot more. Maybe not, I don't know. When I played this on UV last. I think I just naturally got better at the game. I remember, it might have been this section that I noticed. That initial bug where the Hell Knights and the Barons doubled up their, I don't know if it was just their death audio, or if it was also when they get aggroed. I forgot. Obviously, I have the latest version of it now, and they fixed that. I don't remember if I mentioned it. Because again, I was too distracted by my keyboard at the time. Malakiko actually fixed the bug with the doors, because it, specifically had to do with the Doom 64 add-on for PlayStation Doom CE that caused the wall not to open up on map 8. I think I might have mentioned it before, so... Never hurts to mention it again. So yeah, that bug has now been fixed. I was actually gonna bring that up, yeah. Yeah, I heard about Graph, basically using AI to code, like, the latest dev build of, GZ Doom. And that pissed off the rest of the, people on it so much for numerous reasons, numerous reasonable reasons. that they split off, and then now they're making their own fork called Uzi Doom, which I would love to use. I downloaded it, but it doesn't have an executable, so I don't actually know how to use it. Yeah, I think the AI coding could potentially cause some legal issues with the source port, so I don't know what Graf was thinking. I fail to see how anyone can be on his side in this as well, so I don't know. I think GZ Doom probably has seen his last version. Because LLMs... that's the whole reason why you can't copyright AI works, because AI, as it is right now, basically steals... it just basically steals data. Whether that be art, whether that be programming, whether that be coding, whatever. It just steals it. It's all derivative. So, yeah, that can cause legal issues. Why the fuck GitHub even has that fucking Copilot shit? It's because it's Microsoft. I don't know. I don't know. Like, we're in just like... we're in the, like, the bad part of the multiverse at the moment. Is the only way that I can put it. I don't know whether or not the AI bubble is going to pop anytime soon either. I keep seeing videos pop up on my YouTube feed about it. About people speculating whether it's going to pop sooner or later. It's... like, outside of maybe making certain, like, things faster to do or maybe slightly more convenient, I just don't see the utility for AI. I really don't. It makes... I mean, it makes pretty decent, horrific art. If you can even call it art. I don't even think you should call it art. And to be honest, the quote-unquote it getting better over the years, it is kind of like blurring the lines between what's... I don't know, it's hard to even say it gets better because it still makes mistakes. Like, not mistakes that you can easily overlook. It's just that instead of taking like 4 seconds to see that the picture, the person in the picture that it reproduced has an extra finger, it takes maybe like 8 seconds to realize that the one person's eye isn't exactly right. Or that the lighting is all wrong. It just can't, it can't get, AI cannot get art right. There is always something off about it. It just maybe takes you slightly longer to understand that now. So I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm almost in my 40s, like, I'm older. I don't understand why tech bros think it's so... why they think it's so useful. Why they think it's going to replace humans and, like... and you know what? It's funny. They said 5 years ago, AI is going to replace most human workers. In 5 years. We're now 5 years in. They're still trying to figure out how to get AI not to be incredibly incompetent at human work. Yeah, and it sucks too, like, because the 50 series, the GPUs, are built around... They're built more to handle AI than they are to handle game graphics, which is why I think, Amazon fired over 40% of their DevOps workforce and replaced them with AI, and then the servers crashed a few days afterwards, which was fucked up, too, from that. Yeah, that was probably why there was, like, some weird shit happening on Twitch over the last few weeks. Oh, I thought there were two of them in there. I think one of them killed the other. You get a lot of streamers where the stream stuck as live with 0 viewers. And if you look at their channels, they just have a blank video player. I never saw that. But then again, like, I don't go to the Twitch homepage. I never go to the Twitch homepage, except by accident. Anytime I come to Twitch, it's either to my own channel or to like Vinesauce or Maxi Lobes or whatever. Like, to people that I want to watch. I just go directly to them. I never go through the homepage. Oh yeah, that was, wasn't the AWS outage, wasn't that like a giant, DDoS attack? Did that coincide with like the DDoS attack that happened on like major game clients like Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, all them? Because I remember that happening fairly recently. That happened while I was asleep, so I never saw it. I think that happened like late morning, early afternoon the other day. The sound design of PlayStation and N64 Doom is so good. It really is, and welcome, Robert. And the devs for this adding the Doom 64 coat of paint to PlayStation Doom CE on top of it makes it like the perfect combo. This is also almost like what PlayStation Doom should have been. Yeah, thankfully, because I have a much different sleep and work schedule than most people in the world, me basically being a vampire, whenever stuff like that happens, it usually happens like during the day, oftentimes late morning, early afternoon. And it's usually fixed within a few hours, so... Whenever those major events happen of, like, DDoS attacks and things like that, or servers having major, issues, the only time where I still see it is Tuesday afternoon Steam maintenance, or Tuesday evening Steam maintenance, because it always happens, like, around 6-ish. 6:30. And I only really see that if I'm like playing DBD or something. Like yesterday, for example. I have started playing Dead by Daylight again, but it's kind of like in small spurts because the event kind of sucks. It's the same as last year, with minor tweaks. Not as much. I just can't... It's been so hard to enjoy. Again, like, it's sunken cost fallacy at this point. I put so much time and spent so much money on it that I keep going back to it. I think I've spent more money on it than I did World of Warcraft because... Other than, like, maybe a few mounts, the games themselves, and then the monthly subscriptions, I didn't really spend as much as you would probably think on when I used to play WoW. Oh. So I actually think I might have spent more money on DVD than I have. Plus, I think I spent more time on it, too. I think I have, like, almost 4,500 hours in DVD at this point. I don't think I had that much time in WoW. WoW is really the only other game where I put more than 1,000 hours into the game. Because even when I was addicted to Hitman, and Freelancer, I only put in, like, I'm only at, like, the 700-hour mark on that, and I haven't really played it much lately. I tried doing VR, and it just crashes my VR headset whenever I try. It's VR capable, but for some reason Hitman just does not like my headset, because it just crashes my headset every time I try. Maybe it has something specific to do with the Vive Pro 2. I don't know, because my computer should be more than capable of handling it. Speaking of VR, Half-Life Alyx is awesome. I've been having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, I actually remember... Yeah, I remember John saying that he left Dead by Daylight. Well, not only that... Was I there? I think I was actually watching his stream when he was having, like, his last stream of it. Again, me personally, I wouldn't announce that I'm going to leave the game. I would just stop playing it. But that's just me in particular. That was how I approached World of Warcraft. I just got to a point where I was like, I'm not having fun with this anymore. I'm just gonna stop playing. I left mid-raid too because I just had that epiphany one day. I really hated Warlords of Draenor because I don't like... Warlords felt like a mobile game. Like, half of the grind that you had to do to be able to raid proactively was to grind the damn Fortress minigame. And I was never a fan of Burning Crusade, so I didn't have the nostalgia of Warlords. Because when I started playing WoW, I played it during Wrath of the Lich King. The end of Wrath of the Lich King. And I had a lot of fun with it. I liked Mists of Pandaria. Mists of Pandaria was actually pretty fun. It was starting to get to that real... Now, even that wasn't that bad. Warlords just turned me off to the whole experience so much, because I don't think they went in that direction, because I think it turned a lot of people away. But I just didn't care anymore. And that's why I just stopped playing WoW. I think that's also a big difference between DBD and other games. Even though DBD kind of has like the whole fear of missing out shit that they're trying to do, it doesn't work on me. Like, I don't go back to the game because I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss out on, like, cosmetics and shit. I don't care about that shit. I don't really care about that at all. I come back for the gameplay. Oh wait, yeah, I do have the red key now. Where was that one door? Up there. I have to go back this way. Well, I was talking too much, so I lost track of what I was actually trying to do. I think I got stuck here last time for that exact same reason, because I was talking too much. Holy hell. Lost Souls are so angry on this difficulty. I do almost wish that I would have just gotten a Valve Index. Because I heard the audio on the headset that I bought, the Vive Pro 2, is not that great. It's not terrible. But you would think with a headset that kind of requires you to have speakers on each side of your head to be immersive, you would invest a little more money in making sure the audio, the sound quality, was pretty top-notch. I heard the index is a lot better. The only reason why I even bought the headset in the first place is because it was 40% off. Like, VR headsets are still pretty expensive. So the fact that there was that deal going on, and I was at least interested in getting into VR, because some of the stuff that I've seen, like Vinny and like Jerma play, seemed pretty interesting. I kind of like, as soon as I saw that deal, I was kind of like, well, you know what, like, I have plenty saved up. I might as well just get it. I can't pass up that deal. But I do almost kind of wish I just ended up getting the Index. Because I was looking at that first, wondering if I should buy it. They don't sell the headset with... I was looking at the Index too on Steam. They don't sell the headset with the controllers, like pack with the controllers anymore, or the base stations. You have to buy them all separately. I don't even think you can buy the controllers anymore for some reason. Like, the only thing that you can buy now is the headset. I don't know why. You can't buy anything else packed together. You can't buy... Yeah, you can't buy the full kit. You can't buy the controllers or the base stations separately. You can only buy the headset for some reason. I think the headset works with other stuff, but... yeah, I just don't really know why. I hate that people keep saying... it's probably true, but I hate that people keep saying that, the quest... the latest quest is the best headset to get, because it's meta. The company meta. And I fucking hate Facebook, and I hate Mark Zuckerberg, so, both equally creep me the fuck out. I don't think you are required to have a Facebook account to use the MetaQuest anymore, but I still don't want to buy it because of those two factors. So... yeah, there's... I will never get a MetaQuest out of, like, that, just that sheer fact that I don't like the company behind it. I remember this part. And I remember dying on this part a lot, so that's why I pulled out the BFG this time. Three paths. Something behind this? Fuck. Oh well. Let's see what's in here first. Hi. I might want to get that for the armor alone. I'll wait though. I could get this. I'll get this for now, and before I leave the level, I'll go back for that Megasphere. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to go that way. Oh god. I knew I heard him. Nice shooting, Tex. Okay, I'm gonna get that Megasphere for this part, because I remember that being very hectic. asshole. It's not that it's pointless. It's that pain elementals are OP. I'm out of here. Yeah, on Doomslayer difficulty, if you're playing this without the Doom 64 coat of paint, it's Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Yeah, the pain elementals are abso-fucking-lutely terrifying. Because, like, pretty much most of the, monsters in, on Doomslayer difficulty, they're all double the speed. That includes the pain elementals and their attack, which is launching Lost Souls at you. Yeah, it says Ultra Nightmare, but it's Doomslayer difficulty. For some reason, it's not changed on this screen. I missed 2 levels. I wonder if I missed Club Doom. I don't know if that's in Doom or Doom 2. I don't remember. Evil Unleashed is Ultimate Doom. Oh no, wait, it does still say Ultra Nightmare for some reason. I don't know why. I'll keep playing. I only intended to do the first campaign, but since I'm not doing the Month of Horrors this year, I might as well just do all 3. It's not going to take that long. Again, I might do Halloween stuff on October 31st, but I'm still not entirely sure about that yet. And I think I am gonna... I'm thinking... I'm leaning towards getting through my back catalog of indie retro shooters. Or indie retro style, or just retro shooters in general. Because there's a few of those that I haven't actually done yet either. Yeah, seeing the Doom 2 entrance and the Doom 64 sort of paint. Quite interesting. I love how with just 3 shots, half my health is gone. That I actually need, as I take away a shit ton of health. Gee golly whiz, guys, I'm brand new to Doom. Is it really this easy to find all the secrets? There's a lot of blood. Okay, I'll stop. I'm like self-cringing right now. Why is it so wide? I think they were compensating for the fact that they had a lack of height. So they made everything a little bit longer. It might also be the reason because it was on old hardware. It probably made it easier to move. The brick texture hurts to look at. Is it bad for the stream? It's just ugly? Oh, okay. Eh. It doesn't bother me. The one limitation in PlayStation Doom is specifically that the engine can only begin a new tile at a specific amount of units. Well, that's the more technical way of getting into it that I didn't actually know. No. Are they lighting up like this in... Because I swear I've seen this texture before, but I never saw the wall light up like this before. That's kind of cool looking, actually. I didn't know they animated that. Shit. The way the textures are applied in PlayStation Doom have a very peculiar limitation in regards to how they're tiled. Yeah, I don't think they really changed that too much, because I think they wanted at least some authenticity in how they're applied in the mod. This room looks really cool, though. With the new coat of paint. Jesus Christ. You know what? Oh yeah, what time is it? I think probably in like a few minutes. I'm gonna take another ad break. But I want to look something up real quick. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss out on Club Doom. I didn't. It's in the Doom 2 campaign. After the PlayStation level... I forgot there was a Saturn version. Which is just basically the same version as PlayStation Doom. Everybody just calls it PlayStation Doom because nobody had a Saturn. Except my one friend back when I was a kid. That lived on the same street as my grandma. Yeah, there was a kid I would hang with. That was blood. When I was a kid on our street. I don't know if I don't think he had a PlayStation. I think he only had a Saturn. He had a Sega Saturn and he had a Nintendo 64. That was the only time I've ever actually was able to play a Sega Saturn. I never actually owned one. But that's, again, that's not where I actually played Doom. He didn't have Doom. The only game that I remember him having, I think he had other games too, but the only one I remember playing was the game Bug. Which I thought it was impressive at the time because that was before the N64. So I never really saw 3D in action like that. Like, my uncle had PlayStation Doom, and he had like Resident Evil, and that's how I played those games. And I think I might have played those before I played Bug. Bug just looked particularly different to me. I don't know. I remember like liking the look of it. I don't remember it being that good of a game though. I think it was like a mediocre platformer. I remember wanting Sonic Extreme, and it never came out. I think people have since found, because I did have a Genesis growing up, and I like Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. I wasn't the type of person to think Mario was baddie game and Sonic was cooler, but I did like Sonic more. Looking back on it though, Mario games were better. Mario games were just better. Classic Sonic wasn't bad though. Classic Sonic was still fun. I liked Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I didn't like Heroes so much. Hated 06. But what a surprise, huh? Didn't particularly care for Unleashed, but I didn't actually hate it that much either. I just kind of got, like... I just kind of didn't care enough about it. And then Sonic Generations is actually pretty good. I didn't play the new one yet. Sonic and Shadow Generations. Which I think is just a remaster of Sonic Generations with... I think there might be some new levels, and you can play as Shadow. I think there's a new campaign with Shadow. I know there's a new Sonic racing game that's a lot of people are saying is actually better than the new Mario Kart. I'll probably get it eventually, but I don't like playing those racing games online. The appeal to racing games lately has been to play them online with other people. I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, with like Call of Duty. I got sick of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in particular. That was like my last COD game. The OG, not the remake. Or remaster, whatever the fuck it is. I don't care anymore. But, I did not, I stopped playing that because people are absolutely fucking cracked at the game. And... that's been my experience with racing games online. People are so cracked and play it so perfectly that unless you dedicate every single waking moment, you will never be as good as, like, the top 100 people. So I see absolutely no point at all playing racing games online. And I see no point in getting into the new CODs, because they all seem samey. And there's people that are on, like, fucking crack that play those games. And now we're back into it. Yeah, I don't know why, but, back when I was just, thinking of what I was gonna play during my, the midstream break, that song just kind of popped up into my head. Damn, I almost got them all with that. I don't think I can avoid picking this up. So, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, this part's kind of insane. Simply for the fact that they don't stop firing once they see you. I could have gotten telefragged from that. It is interesting that they differentiated the chain gunners in CE with different sound effects, but it's still odd because I'm pretty sure they use altered... I'm surprised no one that used, like, corrected me on that if I'm wrong or not. But it kind of sounds like at least their death sound... it kind of sounds like an altered version of, the intended sound effects for the ARC file. And then for the ARC file, they use something different entirely. Or again, it might just be the sound effects, altered. Because Aubrey Hodges did actually make sound effects for the ARC file that he released uncompressed. Not on a SoundCloud. I forget exactly where he released it because I got it a long time ago. Because the ARC file was intended to actually be in PlayStation Doom. I think, anyway. But they just never... I don't think there was enough room, or they didn't have enough time to re-implement them. I don't know. I think it was just because there wasn't enough room on the disc. So they cut them out. But in CE, they added them back in. What about the other side? What's on the other side? That, right. Actually, I want to grab this. Oh, thank God I didn't. I decided not to shoot. That level is relatively unaltered, I think. There are a few levels that are, like, almost entirely untouched. And I think it's mostly the early levels. I look away for like 1 second. Okay, how CE implemented the lighting? It's actually really cool. Although... it kind of seems like there's baked lighting, and then there's like lighting coming from like the things itself. I don't think you could really fix that though. It's just, it's two different mechanisms, I think. Just like working separately. I remember there was a mod that I played that added the arc file in this segment. I forget what mod it was though. I don't think it was Brutal Doom. Like they added him in here. I don't remember what mod that was, though. Oh, you know what? It was probably Maps of Chaos. I don't remember what that does. I never remember what that does. I think it probably just reveals this. I always hit that and I don't exactly remember what it does, but I'm pretty sure it just makes it so that this door can be open now. It probably brings the wall up. I never, like, really thought about that, despite the obscene amount of times that I've played this map at this point. Vanilla or otherwise. I just never really thought about what that switch actually did, and now I'm pretty sure I know what it does. It just reveals the store. Again, I love that sky. Still, it's so interesting that that was like a false memory I had, thinking that this was what the Doom 64 sky looked like with the 3D clouds. Especially like with the fire sky. Like, I always thought the fire looked the way it did, because it looks very... How they did it in CE very much looks like how it would have been in... If they would have implemented it in Doom 64. Oh, one of them got taken out by their friends. Who the fuck? Oh, you. I couldn't really see him that well because of how the frosted glass. I'll keep that as an emergency backup. Yeah, again, it's always so much of a, just a romp. When you have some of these early levels, like, ingrained into your skull at this point. Even when they have a different aesthetic. I was about to say there's going to be a point where I can't go any further, and that point is right now. So I'm going to have to go this way. Oh yeah, you know one thing I have to look up? I don't think it released yet. Because I'm pretty sure I have it on... I have it on Steam, on my wish list. Divine Frequency, because I was thinking about, like, horror mods. Or, not horror mods, but... Yeah, it doesn't even have a release date yet. I love that demo. Basically a survival horror game on the, GZ Doom engine. That makes me wonder... Like, I think Sulaco is probably gonna stay on GZ Doom because it's using a version that... It's not using a dev build version, it's using, I think it's using GZ Doom, but I think they're using their own modification of it. So I think they're just going to apply their own updates. I don't think they're probably going to update the engine itself anymore. But if they were ever to make a sequel or something like that, and if they were going to build it on a Doom engine again, they would probably use UZ Doom, I would think, because the dev for Sulaco also was not particularly thrilled about that whole thing. Otherwise, I don't think they would have made a statement about that. I remember I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that secret for the longest time. And now I have it committed to memory. There might have been an arc vial out here as well on Maps of Chaos. I do like that map pack a lot. Its biggest problem is the later levels kind of seem to fall off after a little while. Because it seems like they added less and less to a lot of the later levels and instead just added more monsters or stronger monsters to like certain segments. Which unfortunately is kind of disappointing. It is a good map pack overall if you're kind of looking for just a harder version of like Doom and Doom 2. Or harder, bigger versions of those maps that are probably a little more mod-friendly. Not that the OG maps aren't mod-friendly, it's just that they're a little claustrophobic at times. Maps of Chaos just basically expands on those maps and just gives you, more monsters to kill and use your toys on. Oops. What was the secret I missed? There's this one back here, but I missed another one. Oh, it was the Berserk pack. That was the one I missed. Which I don't really need to get, but I just want to confirm that it's the one I was missing. Yep, it was the one I was missing. I think the Revenant is still introduced on this level. As well as the Spider Mastermind. Yeah, there he is. Again, I applaud the talent of the people that made these, the sprites for the missing Doom 64 monsters. Especially the new, chain gunner that they're now using. Because all of them now fit the aesthetic perfectly. And they're all made by fans. I know you can still get the Megasphere here. I just forget which tile it's on. God, they fire so fast. This one. Oh yeah, that room is half its size. It's also cool, too, because the Mastermind, I don't think, was in... No, the Mastermind was in PlayStation Doom. Wasn't it? This is actually using the sound effects from classic Doom, but altered. Oh, there's no, No, I think there was a Mastermind. There is the Mastermind in, I just don't remember what sound effects it used. But I'm pretty sure there's no Mastermind, obviously, in Doom 64, but there is a Mastermind in PlayStation Doom. Those sound effects sounded like the stock sound effects, just altered to make them fit. Which, again, it's an interesting choice, but it's a choice that still works. Also, this room makes it very noticeable that they altered the height of these levels. If it wasn't made prevalent before in the previous levels, it definitely is here. Because this is like half the size of the original. This room is actually pretty big for like a game of its time in the original. Hold on, let me go into these rooms, because I didn't yet. Also, some of these sound effects sound a lot clearer. I don't think they ever released uncompressed versions of the other sound effects. Or at least Aubrey Hodges didn't. I think I remember someone from the CE dev team say that they upscaled some of the audio. And that's... They either upscaled the audio or they found, like, the original uncompressed version because it was a stock sound effect. I think that's what I remember reading. Because a lot of people... I think Valve released a lot of the sound effects from the original Half-Life uncompressed. But I think a lot of those sound effects are also stock sound effects that you can just find uncompressed on the internet now. There were a lot of sound effects that were like that. So I'm pretty sure, like, the effects for the imp, because you hear them in other games. Actually, a lot of the sound effects in classic Doom in particular were just stock sound effects that they used. Because there were a lot of other video games where you'll hear them in some form. And I know Aubrey Hodges used some stock sound effects, but I think he used less stock sound effects and more that he created himself. And there's actually a story about why they did that, but I think Aubrey Hodges, I think I remember reading an interview about that and why some of the sound effects were different. And it might have been a legal issue. It was either that or, yeah, it might have been a legal issue as to why they couldn't. It wasn't it wasn't because of the artistic direction. I think it was something else. But I just don't remember exactly what I remember reading or listening to. Because it was a long time ago. Now there's a megasphere in there. I don't want to get it just yet. I'll deal with this part first. Yeah, this area is a lot more open. Well, not open up, but some frosted glass there. Yeah, the track with the baby crying in the background. That did genuinely creep me the fuck out as a kid. Oh yeah, I remember there was a mod that I played that made hell versions of some of these early levels. I think the Crusher might have been the last one. I made the mistake of playing it with Brutal Doom. And there was an extra section that they added, where there was basically a firing squad of 6 chain gunners in one room. And I was playing, because I was playing it with Brutal Doom, it made that part impossible. I'm pretty sure I either gave up or I cheated. I might have cheated. Or I might have played the rest of the mod without Brutal Doom. I forget. I think I most likely cheated though. Yeah, this part's already as hard as it is. Teleporting to that firing squad made it like 10 times worse. Holy hell. Dead simple. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing you read in Classic Doom. This is gonna be fun. With 52 health, but I don't think that makes much of a difference because they would kill me quickly anyway. I want to get down to 1 and then pick up the Megasphere because I still have to deal with those Arachnotrons. Yep, if I didn't have the experience that I did, this part would be, like... I would probably be bashing my keyboard at this point if I didn't already know how to deal with this part. And even then it's hard, because I still died a few times. This doesn't have the starting location for multiplayer, which I think is right there. I don't think... Did PlayStation Doom have multiplayer? I know some games were capable of, like, LAN parties. Like, where you could, like, connect the consoles together. And you can have, like, an in-house... Like, you couldn't play it on, like, the same PlayStation. But you could play it on separate PlayStations. Some games were capable of that. It's basically the console version of the LAN party, like I said. Okay, we still have like a good half hour left. Smart cacodemons, they were actually trying to cut me off. I hit that, right? Yeah, I did. Got my BFG back. Again, like with the first campaign, no Unmaker because there's no spawn points for it. And also no demon keys because it doesn't work like Meta Doom. So that's probably the spawn points for ultraviolence as well. There are pain elementals here in Classic. And in this room, they'd be especially terrifying to deal with. I'm only missing 2 more secrets. 1 more now. This is gonna be fun. Actually, not as bad as I thought it would be. This part's worse in Classic. Wasn't there... Yeah, right here. There's normally, invulnerability here. I'm not sure if this difficulty took it out or what. And he really did not want to fire. Yeah, this part's gonna be particularly difficult. Or, once I get the rhythm going, it's going to be painfully easy. I think that level is mostly unchanged as well. This level, however, is once again half the size. Or half the height. And this is... And I honestly think cutting the height in half was, like, for the better in terms of level design, because, this level in Classic, I hate this level. This is one of my least favorite levels. And it has everything to do with the starting position. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with. You get that keyboard fix? I have a new one. I did find out that, I don't have the box anymore, I'm pretty sure. But, I did find out that, you can not only replace the switches, but it came with, it came with its own switches. I don't have that box anymore because I didn't keep it. So I think I threw out the switches on top of it. But I'm fine. This keyboard didn't cost... The new one didn't cost very much. Well, it didn't cost very much in general. And now I know to keep the box, so I can keep the switches in case I have a problem with any of the keys again. But yeah, I have no more problems with my D key. I streamed on Monday, so I just didn't stream this game. I almost didn't stream this today, but I kind of forced myself to be in the mood. Not force myself to stream, force myself to be in the mood to play this game. Meaning that I tried to get myself to want to play this more than, like, either Oblivion again, or I almost wanted to play Mega Bonk more. But again, that's one of those games that's more like an off-stream game for me. Especially since I think I'm almost done with that. I have like 95% of Mega Bonk done at this point. I just need to beat... I need to beat the final boss in the desert level. I still need to unlock Sir Chadwell. And then there's just a few items. There's one more tome I need to unlock. I think YouTube is trying to make chat available in full screen. Why, is that a, is that like a new feature? I don't see it at all. Technically, I can pop the YouTube chat out. I just keep forgetting to do it. I'm too used to just having it on the right side of my screen. I'm better about looking all the way over at my second monitor and not just using my peripheral vision. Oof. Excuse me. Takes a bit for it to show up. Guess they're ironing out the kinks. I'm surprised they're even doing anything. I thought they abandoned their streaming feature pretty much. Oh yeah, there's apparently a limit to how many people can actually be in my chat because I have under 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Which I guess it's to combat botting. I don't know. It's a stupid reason. You still don't have to... Oh, that... Alright, that's what you mean. I thought, like... I thought for some reason, like, why would you want to have, like, the entirety of the chat covering the screen? I don't know why I wasn't clicking in my head. Oh, while the stream itself is full screen, you can still chat. That makes a lot more sense. Shit. This part. I just played this part fairly recently in Amalgam. Is it even necessary to do this? I don't think so. I think this is just to get the rocket launcher. I'm not gonna do this part. No, it's to get the blue key. Fuck. Yeah, and that sucks too, because falling into that pit is just certain death. Actually, I got an idea, because this didn't open up until I crossed that, so... I mean, I still died, but I know what I can do. Yeah, it's just that instead of playing Doom and Doom 2 separately, I played them mashed up into a sandwich. There we go. There's still more of them. No, I actually didn't have to do this part. I don't think. How does this open? Oh. I love how despite the fact that they're stunned constantly, they can still shoot through the stun. Sometimes. Probably the best I'm gonna get. It probably threw me off because of how different this part looks. Even though the level layout, for the most part, is relatively unchanged, other than the height. Everything's just kind of squished. Oh, I needed to go up there. I'm dumb. Good job. Again, I almost have to treat this like bullet hell. Well, I didn't even know they were around. And, like, instinct kind of took over there. I want to go here again since, this part's actually a little easier because of the height difference. Okay. Yeah, who knew, though, that this part is much more bearable when you cut the height in half. I actually think the general level design is better because of that. Solely because of the limitation, it ended up making the level design, the intent of the original level design, better. Alright, I think probably once I finish this level, I'll stop for the night, because we're getting close to when I should stop anyway. And it's... I like stopping right before a new level. This map is dumb to play in Hideous Destructor. If you play this with randomized enemies in Archipelago, it could render this part near impossible. Because that happened to me. I played this in Archipelago with randomized enemies. Also, I'm not playing Doom 2 in Archipelago anymore because there's 2 instances where if the levels are flipped, it breaks platforms. So until I find out that they fixed that, I am not playing Doom 2 in Archipelago anymore. Well, yeah, but level flipping kind of makes it... I don't know, it made it more interesting. I just don't really feel like... because I've played Doom so many times in Archipelago. And for the life of me, I can't get the SNES games... I did get the SNES emulators to work properly, so I could technically do Super Metroid. The problem is... when I finally got it working, I don't know what it is about emulation in Archipelago, but it doesn't matter if you got it working the first time, it breaks the second time and you have to fuck with it like all over again. And it's just a giant pain in the ass. Oh. So yeah, between getting bored with playing Doom and Doom 2, the problems that Doom 2 has with the level flipping, and, the fact that there's not really any other games that I either want to play or work right, I'm probably not going to be playing Archipelago for a little while. There's this weird thing about it, too, where, like, people actually make unofficial, stuff for that randomizer, the cross-world randomizer. Because the main devs for that, for some reason, they don't like they don't want to put too many mature games in it, so, like... you can play Archipelago in, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake. But you have to get it through GitHub, and it's very tricky to get working. Because it's not, like, official for the website. So I would do it, it's just that, it really turns me off when, okay, Kinikos. Yeah, I'm gonna end here soon anyway. I'm just having a wee bit of a rant about Archipelago. For some reason, they just don't want to add too many mature-rated games. Which kind of sucks. There's technically a way to do it with GZ Doom as well, and I was gonna try it at some point until they had their recent issues and the team basically split apart. Well, I say team split apart, technically everybody split from Graph, so I'm not sure what the future of that is. Nah, you can't disable it on a level-by-level basis. You either have to disable level flip entirely or deal with the potential platform breaking. But yeah, that's gonna be it for PlayStation Doom for tonight. PlayStation Doom 64 CE. That's a mouthful.